Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's get it. The Thursday, September 26th, I'm going to break down each and every Major League Baseball game on today's betting card. And I'll give you guys four best bets in this slate. All right, we're going to go into the prop market. We're going to go into the total runs market, as well as we're going to bet a team on the run line here that I see some value in. There's a couple games that we're going to talk about here on the channel outside of my best bets too, so make sure you guys stick around to the end. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let's try to get over 200 likes in this video. That's how we let YouTube know that we do what we do and that we're cashing tickets right here on the channel. Okay, quick recap from yesterday. We went 1-1-1 with a rain out, and that's something where so it's basically a wash, but we'll take it. Moving on, any day that we don't lose is a good day in my book, but obviously the goal is to win. I did have a very exciting parlay card come through, and that's why it's important to take advantage of those boosts that different sports books offer from time to time. So I'll share with you guys that because I do want to pose a little bit of a question to the audience here, kind of poll you guys what you would do in that situation, and then hopefully we can get a little discussion over in the comments box. Okay, so let's get into it. Also, guys, if you don't follow me on X, make sure you guys do. Right down below in the bottom left of your screen is my handle on X. We're going to be doing a kind of giveaway here very shortly, so make sure you follow me on all socials, okay? Also, if you do not have not done so, please go over to the Discord. It's a totally free platform. Join us there on that community. There is a link down below in the description as well. And always, if you want to become a channel member here, we don't charge for picks, but if you want to give back to the channel, that's a great way to do so, okay? So let's get into it. Let's do a quick recap. And this is that parlay card that I was talking about, so hopefully you guys can all see that. Kind of my bread and butter. I just picked 5 games that I do like, and we try to get that around anywhere from 10 to 15 to 1. And then FanDuel offers that boost, right? They offer these boosts, and then that's way I do take my max bet on that, and then little bit of a partial unit where we do bet these boosts every single night usually, and kind of my sweet spot's a little like 4 or 5 team parlay. And last night was interesting because we had the first 3 games come home pretty handedly between the Guardians, Royals, and the Orioles. Now, a strategy that I do deploy is I do save a couple of the late games on this card, and I usually target that. So if I hit 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, I have a later game that I'm able to hedge my way or open up a window where I could middle the bet and end up making more than the original payout. So this was a pretty good win for me. I have been on the other side of this where I've been going 4 out of 5 for a few times. Especially with anytime touchdowns, that's been really coming up short. And I did have a big one where I did lose with the San Francisco 49ers not following through, being the only team I lost. That was a big kind of handle where if we would have got a 5K cash out there. But this is where we look at this bet, and I just kind of want to ask you guys because I did end up hedging this, and I did take the under 9.5 live on the Giants Diamondbacks game, and unfortunately, it was one of the ones where I did like the over in this spot. However, I liked it because I liked the Diamondbacks to win the game, but I didn't trust them because they were kind of sliding. But I did like them, and the Giants were hitting the baseball as of recent. So I took the over, and then I kind of made a window where I took the under 9.5. So ended up losing about $800 in profit because I did take the under 9.5, and then there was that 3-run blast in the 8. But subsequently, we did need that because that's I know it went over by 2 runs. But unfortunately, if we didn't have that 3-run home run, this ticket would not have cashed. And then I got in bed with the Dodgers Padres game where took a little bit of Dodgers money when they were down 4-3. Ended up kind of cashing that and making some of my hedging backwards. Back into my bankroll. So for those of you out there wondering, do I hedge? Hedging's for gardeners. But when you do have these parlays that I kind of open up the door for a little late in the evening leg where you can open up a window and make both sides where you can middle it, that's where I do like to do that more so than hedge, okay? But it was a tricky one with 2 games left on my card. It was a kind of a weird situation, so ended up cashing this. Could have done a little bit better, but I'll take it. And I just kind of want to know, let me know down below in the comments, how would you have played that if you would have hit the first 3 legs, and then you had these last 2 between the over 7.5 and the Padres plus 1.5 left on the card? Let me know down below in the comments, okay? But let's get into the odds jam. We are going to look into kind of the plays today. as we go down the odds board. We do have a makeup between the Mets and the Braves. I'm not going to play that. The rotations have shifted, and I'm going to stay away from that game, although I do like the Braves kind of within who they're rolling out. We do get Max Fried and Sean Manaea going. I probably would lean towards taking the Braves here. Sean Manaea has been great as of recent as well, but this is a weird spot with a makeup that we do have an off day. I just don't know how these teams are going to come out and play. So I'm going to stay away from this one, but I do like the Braves if I had to bet it. Okay. First game on the card, though, is Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. That's where we have Aaron Savale and Mitch Keller. For me, this is a no-run first inning candidate. Always bet the Pirates, no-run first inning. That's kind of been a system I've been doing when they're at home. Not going to play it, but that's where I would lean in that spot. Okay. Kansas City and the Washington Nationals. That's the next one between Michael Wacha and Patrick Corbin. Michael Wacha, as of his month of September goes, he's been going 5+ innings, and hits have been pretty on the low side, only allowing batters in the month of September to hit a measly 232, a whip of 1.1. I do like Michael Wacha in this spot going against a Washington team that, by all accounts, has really struggled to score the baseball. They got blanked last night, and now they face a tough matchup. But more so for me, guys, this is a bet against Patrick Corbin. In his last start, he gave up 10 runs, and that's kind of where I lend towards the Royals in this spot. -1.5. We're going to take them on the run line at a +104 price. That is my best bet for this matchup. Okay, so fading Patrick Corbin in this play. Next game on the card is Tampa Bay and Detroit. This is one where I do like Detroit to continue their success. Take them possibly in a split where we do take the run line at -1. We do get Reese Olson going against Tyler Alexander, and the Tigers lineup cannot be stopped. Okay, so look for them to kind of sneak their way into the playoffs. 84-74 on the season, so taking the Tigers -1 would probably be how I would approach this game. All right, Angels, White Sox. God bless you if you're going to bet this game. I'm going to stay away from it. Tyler Anderson and Chris Flexen. I'm not going to get behind the White Sox. 38-120 on the season, absolutely abysmal. And then we do get the Chris Flexen 2-15 record to kind of back up that no play. Tyler Anderson was pitching pretty well, but now he kind of comes in this game 10-14 on the season, 3.7 ERA. Getting it done in a strikeout market, though, 140 Ks. Great to see him staying healthy for the duration of the season. But this Angels ball club is kind of one where I know they're a little bit better than the White Sox in terms of record, but how far better are they? So no play for me in this contest. This is kind of a muck-it-up game where I definitely cross these ones off my list. I don't even really handicap them because if you're going to tie up your money into this, you may as well just flip a coin and bet the NFL Thursday night game. There's just really no edge in the Angels-White Sox, in my opinion. Okay, St. Louis and Colorado, that's the next game to talk about. We do have a -110 kind of coin flip game. Rockies at home, over 10.5 would definitely be the avenue to go for. Kyle Gibson, 4.13 ERA going against Kyle Freeland, 4.95 ERA. Look for runs in this one. We have not been getting a lot of runs in this Colorado Cardinals matchup thus far, but that's where I would kind of look for that to switch. Possibly take a juiced up over 10. That's how I'd approach this game. 3:10 first pitch at Coors Field. All right, Rangers and Athletics. We will have an official play in this. This is Kumar Rocker making another start for the Texas Rangers, going against JT Ginn. The Athletics like to strike out, okay? And yes, I do kind of favor the Oakland Athletics in this spot. However, with the amount of strikeouts, and we are going to do a lot of strikeouts today on my bets. The Athletics strike out a lot. This is something where I look for him to go kind of deeper in the game, but I think the total still set a kind of low at 5.5, so we are taking the over 5.5 Ks. Get Kumar Rocker to get 6 Ks in this matchup at a -125 price. That's where I would lend to in this. If we pull up his game logs and you kind of want to look what Kumar Rocker's been doing since being called up, it's pretty much self-explanatory, guys. He can strike out a lot of batters. In his last start against Toronto, 5 Ks. We did have a 71-pitch performance where he got 5 Ks over 3 innings pitched, which is kind of weird because they're keeping him kind of on a limited action. He's only given up 2 hits in that contest, 2 runs albeit, but still 5 Ks. So definitely he's going to be a high-volume strikeout pitcher once they take the training wheels off of him. 2.57 ERA in that matchup and what he's had for the month of September in his 2 starts. 74 pitches against Seattle, conversely, 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run, was a home run, but he did get 7 Ks and 74 pitches. So look for Kumar Rocker over 5.5. There's not too much margin if they do keep him on a pitch count, but maybe they get a little bit more volume to him, and then he can fly over that total 5.5 Ks for Kumar Rocker. Okay, next game is Baltimore and the Yankees. Now, for me, in this spot, it's pretty much self-explanatory. We thought there might be a little hangover after the Orioles clinched, but not so fast. They scored a lot of runs. They've won their last 2 against the Yankees. I look for plus 140. That would be my play for this, my best bet. You could take the run line if you want to get some value, plus 1.5, minus 156. But in this matchup, I do look for the Orioles to continue their offensive onslaught. Plus, we get Corbin Burnes. So, yes, the Yankees have had some success against Burnes, but if we get plus 140 on the money line, I know that's there for a reason, but I do favor the Orioles at that value price at plus 140. But I'm not going to bet it. It's just kind of where I lean with that big number. Okay, the Twins and the Marlins. Okay, now something you have to understand is the Marlins are kind of middle of the pack in terms of their strikeouts as a team. But however, if we go down and we kind of take a deeper dive, last time out, they struck out 16 times in one game. In their last 3 games, they're averaging 12.67 strikeouts. I know that's inflated by having a 16 strikeout outing. And we get them at home. They do average 8.25 strikeouts at home. This is kind of where we look at this from a David Festa strikeout perspective. I love David Festa strikeouts for the Twins. And this is where we can find a plus price at over 5.5. So another 5.5, we're going to go over. This time we get plus 116. So taking David Festa over his K prop at over 5.5 at plus 116 is my best bet on my card. Okay. And then the last game to talk about that we are going to get into is another game between the Padres and Dodgers. What a great series this has been. Watching Shohei Ohtani have some fun at the plate. Boy, what a season. And now we get the Padres, which I posted something on Twitter and X. If you guys read that, make sure you follow me on there, like I said. But the Padres, I believe they're 40-16. 40-16 in their last 56 games after starting and leading into the All-Star break at a 50-50 record where they were 50 wins, 50 losses. And then now they have really put their foot on the gas pedal and have been, probably them and the Mets have been the hottest teams in the second half of the season. But that's kind of where the Padres, right now, I do like them plus 106 in this game. I look for that to continue, especially off a loss going against Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler, 1-6 ERA, 1-6 record, 5.63 ERA. Joe Musgrove, he always has the potential to get shellacked. Not really the form that we saw with the potential Cy Young candidate last season or 2 seasons ago. Can't remember on that exactly. But in this game, I do lend towards the over 8, but I do like the Padres on the money line off a loss. So we're going to attack this a little differently, and I think this is probably my favorite bet of the night. We're going to take the Padres over team total, over 3.5 runs at a minus 135 price. A little bit more juice, but I do think this is an opportunity where, you saw the Padres score 3 last night, losing 4-3 to the Dodgers. Going against Walker Buehler, I think that they're going to get the 4 runs pretty easily. I just don't know and can't really peg. I think it's a coin flip if they win or lose. I'd love to say I could predict that, but I think the best bet we can make here is over 3.5 runs at minus 135 in this game. Okay, so that'll wrap it up. That is my final plays. Here is a recap. We're going to go Padres over 3.5 runs, David Festa over 5.5 Ks, Kumar Rocker over 5.5 Ks, and the Kansas City Royals on the run line at plus 104. Okay, so that'll be my best bets. Appreciate you guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Follow me on X, follow me on Discord, all that good stuff. And if you want to become a channel member, links down below in the description if you want to join us here at TBM. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your picks. Have fun with some Thursday night football on tonight as well. It's going to be a fun, exciting weekend with a lot of good college football games as well. So make sure you have that notification bell turned on so when I do drop my college football content and my NFL plays that you get all those videos right directly to your phone or desktop. Okay? Appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.